Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Sagittarius for the month of February 2022. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you, and if it doesn't, then check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Also, although I am reading for February, you could be feeling these energies whenever you view this video. So let's take a look at this card. This is the Five of Wands, but you'll only see one person standing. The rest are on the ground, and they each seem to be interested in anything except for what the person's talking about. So, you know, the person who's standing here and talking may feel like you weren't listening, or may feel like you don't care, or maybe they had something in mind and it wasn't going as planned, that there was just many distractions possibly. It seems like something was not going smoothly or not going as planned. Because, I mean, if you look at this scene, there's nothing growing here. It's very barren. People just sitting around. Nobody's really doing anything except for that one person who's up there talking maybe about his vision. It all depends how you look at this and what else is going to be in this reading that will determine what that is, you know. But, I mean, this can indicate that somebody was trying to get something off the ground, you know, trying to build something maybe from the ground up, because there's nothing here. And maybe the other people were not being cooperative, so it just wasn't advancing, you know. So it feels like this had to do with a relationship or a connection. We have the Lovers here, but it's like somebody's on the verge of starting something or restarting or having to start over again from scratch. Their hands don't touch, but they are looking into the Garden of Eden, and they are tempted. So I feel like somebody is watching. I mean, it's possible you're both maybe trying to watch the other, but I feel like this one person in particular is watching. I feel like this person, it didn't go as planned, and I feel like they retreated, and they retreated maybe angrily and went into solitude. Because it wasn't going smoothly. It wasn't going as planned. So they turned the offer down, see, of the Lovers. Here it is again. They turn it down because they think it's just going to blow up in their face, that they're going to take a fall. This was not the vision they had in mind. There again, we have the Watcher in the background. See that? Yeah. So somebody decided not to put the effort, withdrew into solitude, and there's been no talking. And they left quite abruptly too. That Five of Wands is a key player in this reading. It's appearing here. It appears right at the heart of the reading, and it appears here. So this is actually this person in solitude, and they're thinking. Because they still have the vision. This is what they envision. See these two people there? They're standing on the outside of the Four of Wands, not on the inside. But on the inside is where they desire to take this. But as you can see from this next card, there's a huge obstacle and it's heavy on their mind and they don't know how to get around it. And what is that obstacle? Again, they are thinking, they're in solitude. The obstacle is the Five of Wands. All this fighting, not able to get along, very defensive. Then we have this one. So maybe it's just somebody who is not getting their own way, possibly. Because he's only got one thing on his mind. He's not going to be cooperative. He's not listening to anybody. He may have got defensive because when it came to this getting what he wanted or what he had envisioned, which was this, there was too many distractions. There was too much going on. People weren't listening. They felt like they weren't hearing him, you know, and this made him angry and this made him defensive. He wasn't gaining any ground here. So what did he do? He withdrew. Now, this is your energy or it is theirs, okay? Only you will know. So that plan wasn't working. But it seems like for the action they took, and they did do this this is a card of somebody who takes an impulsive action without thinking. He may have left on some very harsh words because it is swords, you know, and he did leave in anger. There were consequences for that, and so he's maybe living these consequences, and he's not healing. He's not healing, and he's carrying the burden. It could have been that he carried a lot of burdens previous. Yeah, look at that. Four of Cups in reverse, and we have that Four of Cups here. I feel like he turned the offer down. I feel like he could have blew up with that volcano being there. Too many burdens, or that he's burdened currently with his decision or with the actions that he's done. Maybe he's feeling a lot of regret, not healing. The Five of Wands now appears, and this is like information you don't have. It appears in the reverse with the Ace of Cups and the King of Swords. So you don't have this information yet because it's still sitting on his hand in the form of that bird. But he has taken a decision, your person, or soon will, depending where you are in the energy, to send you a message. He wants another chance. He is now willing to listen and cooperate if he wasn't in the past. So maybe you were doing the talking and maybe he wasn't willing to listen because he had his own vision in mind. You know, I mean, it can go different ways. But this is some communication that you're going to be getting in the future. This beautiful, beautiful card here. And here it is with the King. I believe that's a hawk. Not sure, but it's big. It's big. So, he could also be what you might want to watch out for and be careful of. When you see this fellow in the future, and you surely will, he could be somewhat defensive. This is somebody very hot-headed, so think before you speak to this person, not to say anything that might make them run again, especially if you're trying to heal this. He's a little worried about how you might respond to his message, okay? Because the bird sits on a gloved hand, it talks about protection from the talons. Yeah. So that's a future event. We do have communication coming, clarity coming. So you will receive some clarity, communication that will allow the Temperance card to turn back up, right? Okay. He may also be seeking information from you. He may also, he or she, I say he simply because it's a man, but I mean it could be a woman. He may also, yeah, because I kind of feel like he comes in a little bit defensive and a little bit protecting or protective of himself because he doesn't know how you're going to respond. But I mean, if you want him to open up to you, be very careful, okay, of what you say. Think before speaking. Yeah, see, they're very worried. They've been keeping themselves busy with work. We see it here with the work card. I've been keeping myself busy with work and improving my finances, this card says. They're very worried, the next one says. And you can see that on this person's face. I'm worried that it might be too late to make things right between us. Yeah. Songs remind me of you. So maybe you guys had a specific song that you shared, or that, you know, that meant something to you, to the both of you. You also have, oh yeah, look at that. Okay, so you have reconciliation here at the bottom of the deck. I'm working up the courage to ask you out, or to communicate in this case. I'm on the verge. And that's what this is. It's being on the verge of, they're on the edge of the Garden of Eden. Okay, so that they're like on the edge of stepping in to taste of the forbidden fruit. Maybe they need to break their own rule. Maybe when they left because they were angry, it was like, well, I'm never going back there, you know. And maybe they have to break their own word even. Yeah, I'm about to confess my true feelings. Please be willing to listen. This person is looking back at what they've done. We see it here. This is somebody looking back at their work. Looking back at what they've done. They're looking back at a decision that they took up on the couple. Again, this is being shown. Look at, see, you have him with the hawk on his arm, and here the hawk is airborne, or whatever this bird is. They're sending it off. So this is indicating that this news is coming. You have the Ten of Cups in your future. There's a renewed interest and communication of somebody wanting now or ready now to be willing to cooperate, to work together, to build something. These people are working together to build, to sculpt, to carve the future. Renewed interest, and you could hear from this person suddenly, just like that. This person has sat for quite a long time, maybe praying, waiting for change to happen. They went through an extremely difficult time emotionally. But they reach a point where they themselves realize that if they want to change their situation, they're going to have to get up and make the change. And that's exactly what the wheel asks them to do. And you have the wheel here. And so we're talking about big changes that are coming in. When this opportunity knocks on your door, you need to answer. Or if it's sent through a message, you need to respond. This is about learning from the past lessons. Yeah, that's why this card is here. And this person has learned because they are getting up and they are making the change. They are taking the action to communicate, to make the changes. And so when this good fortune knocks, you need to answer. Whatever happens here, it's meant to be. It's meant to be, or it leads you to where you're supposed to be, or to with whom you're supposed to be. This person, they want to wake up next to you every day. They dream of this. They dream of that. You cannot be replaced because there's no one else like you. You need to know that you are unique and very special to this person. You are the only one for them. Trying to get that in there. The only one. Spirit says to keep going. The results you seek are coming soon, and we saw that. They most definitely are coming soon. Yep. And then there were two. I thank you for watching, for liking and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.